Hey guys! Today we're going to talk about using the words, or habits as you would say, used to and would. When talking about habits or states in the past, used to or would are often used. English often uses these forms to contrast the past with the present. Used to. Used to can be used with the base form of a verb to talk about past habits. We used to play tennis every day, but now we prefer golf. Used to can also be used to talk about fixed states at some indefinite time in the past. We used to live in London before we moved to Sydney. Let's go through some examples, you guys. So follow me in the further examples. Did you used to ride a scooter when you were a student? I used to eat lunch on my own, but now I sit with my friends. I used to eat meat, but now I'm a vegetarian. I didn't used to believe in ghosts until I visited a haunted house. Notice used becomes used in questions and negative forms. We didn't used to think England was cold until we moved there. I didn't used to be afraid of spiders until I visited Australia. Common mistakes used. Used to and the past continuous. So here's a common mistake. Don't say it, don't read it, don't write it. If they do, it's wrong. You could talk to me or I'll talk to them. When talking about habits in the past, used to should be used. It is incorrect to use the past continuous in this context. So, for example, we used to play lots of board games when we were younger. We never would ever say we were playing lots of board games when we were younger. Don't say that. The past continuous shouldn't be used to talk about past habits. Okay? Awesome. Another way to say used to with habits. Used to can be replaced by would in writing informal speech, but only to talk about past habits. These statements often include a reference to time to describe when or how often something happens. So for example, when I was younger, my family would go skiing once a year. Further examples. When I was little, we would go for a picnic every Saturday. When I was a student in college, I would spend as little as possible. Whenever there were sports on TV, we just wouldn't do our homework. Before I moved abroad, I wouldn't try anything new. Common mistakes, pay attention. Would cannot be used to talk about states in the past. Used to must be used instead. We used to live in London before we moved to Sydney. Please, for the love of my sanity, do not say we would live in London before we moved to Sydney. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Don't say it, don't read it, don't write it, don't do anything with that sentence. Throw it away and never look at it again. Okay, you guys, so that is it for our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to ask me any questions. Until next time, bye-bye.